Welcome everyone to our weekend analysis this evening. So, I thank you all for joining us today. And today we're going to be going through our usual pairs, starting with the dollar index, ending off with crypto, and that would be Ethereum. But before we begin, I'd like to remind you that we have a 50% off discount on the Instant Pro accounts, which is the Pro Save 50. And we also have another discount code, which is 50% off on the on the funded classic account with the promo option 50. And lastly, we have the 40% challenge discount with the promo champ 40. All these offers end on the 18th of November at 10 a.m. CET. So make sure you grab yourself an account before the discount ends on the 18th of November at 10 a.m. CET. So without further ado, let us now jump right into our analysis this evening, starting off with the dollar index. So the dollar index, we pushed higher as we said last week, like we pushed high and then we came all the way down. So for this week, as this week started, we literally came back to this area which is resistance becoming support, but we didn't really make support whatsoever. We just started coming all the way down. So this means we might be having some weakness with the US dollar in this coming week. That there might be really some weakness, especially since the US government shutdown has now been uplifted. So this is possibly the reason why the dollar is weakening right now. So I'm anticipating for next week we could be coming down to the 98.25 level for this coming week. Then let's look at euro dollar. So what does this mean for the euro dollar? Well, euro dollar has already come all the way up here to resistance level. It's already touching there. So for this coming week, we could be seeing this continue all the way up, even go past this, and even possibly even come all the way up here instead to 1.1725. So this is an area that we could be coming up to for this coming week. We could be pushing all the way here to this resistance, both of these resistances levels. These are levels we could be pushing to, especially if we see the sentiment here. We have like 45% to a buy. So there's a little bit imbalance, but we shall see. It might actually just be moving sideways for the rest of the week. Then let's look at dollar yen. So dollar yen was making new highs, but as it was making new highs, it was consolidating, then it slightly pushed up, and right now it seems to be coming down, especially with this move down after the whole US government shutdown being lifted. So we could be seeing ourselves coming down to this area that was previously resistance, then it became support again. So we could be coming all the way down here once more before we actually push up, because this just seems like we were in a short-term consolidation, broke slightly up. And this wasn't even a very strong break whatsoever to the upside. So we could be coming down all the way here, since we even had a spike right here. So we could be coming down here before actually moving, continuing all the way up, probably even to 155,500. That could be a target for next week. But first of all, we might be coming down to 1.5300 before we actually go up. Then let's look at pound yen. So pound yen, we broke the trend line, went all the way up, touched the first resistance. The second one is yet to be touched, but it already seems we're already en route to there. Then lastly, we could be coming all the way up to the final resistance around 20500. So let us keep an eye watch on that. Then let's look at dollar Mexican. So dollar Mexican, I like what they did over here. We had this upwards channel, which was a consolidation channel where we were bouncing from off the top, bottom, then we reached the top here. then we reached the bottom, and then we finally broke right through and we gapped through it, and then we also reached our level of support here. And from this support level we actually bounced through, but I would say rather we bounced from this support level. Let us just drill that. Yeah, so we actually bounced from this support level, so we seem to be having a slight pullback right now. So this pullback, if it holds, we might actually be seeing ourselves coming all the way back up into this area, possibly even coming back to 18.65. So this is what we could be anticipating for this coming week. If we do hold, we could be seeing ourselves at 18.65, just around this resistance area right there. If not, then we could be pushing all the way down here, and then it will possibly coming below 18.20. And let's look at CAD Swiss. So CAD Swiss has been in a very weird fashion. We were hoping that this support level might hold, but it breached right through. It also breached below this support level and this one as well. So this coming week, I do think this drop may continue, even possibly coming right below this previous support level, and then we might even be pushing it even further down, since even the sentiment is 19% of sellers. So we don't really have a lot of sellers in the field. So we might actually be having more downside movement for this coming week. So let's actually keep an eye on that. Then let's look at pound dollar. So pound dollar, we came all the way up as anticipated right here. But the question is, will we hold, or is this actually a break to the upside? Well, we're yet to see. If we do go past below here around 3100, then possibly we could be continuing the downward trend, even coming all the way down here to 1.30. But if not, then if we course right above this resistance level, then we could be seeing ourselves here at 1.33500 as well. Then let's look at gold. So gold has been doing the most, where it reached out this resistance level, then pushed right through it, but there was nothing stopping it whatsoever, but it stopped in the midpoint. That's the funny thing about the market sometimes, like they might be clear as day resistance level that we could be coming up to, then the market can just literally stop halfway. So especially like drops like this, like very one way oriented drops, literally have mid point reversals. That's what I've noticed. So right now we might actually be in a pullback, then possibly coming up, or it could be coming all the way down, because also here this was a parabolic move to the upside non-stop, and it literally reached halfway as well. So which halfway are we actually continuing? Is it the one to the downside or the one to the upside? Well, looking at things, if we zoom in a little bit, we seem to be right here at resistance becoming support. So we could actually be holding here, and then next week we could be seeing ourselves coming all the way to this level here. Then after that, even coming to the very top resistance level, and then probably making a new high on gold. Or this could just be literally the end of the gold rush with gold, and we could be possibly breaking right through here, then also breaking this resistance level, or sorry, this support level, then even coming all the way down to the lows of August, somewhere around the 3,300 level. So that is also something that is possible with gold. So let's just keep an open mind on that. Then NAS 100. So NAS 100 actually dipped further and made a new low for this week, as we had a continuous downward move all the way here. So this week we did have a new low being formed. So we could be coming all the way down to this gap that happened. till we feel this, maybe that's when we might continue going all the way up. So 24,000 seems like an area where we might be aiming for. So let's keep an eye watch on that. Once we reach 24,000, then probably we could be looking to come back and make new highs on NAS 100. Then let's look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has been moving even further down as we anticipated this spike over here to be the catalyst to push us even further down. That did happen, and we kind of looked like we were holding for a bit. Then immediately we continued pushing all the way down. So what is the next move with Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin may be coming down probably into this area around the 94,000 area, but we could actually be coming here around, oh, sorry, not 94, 84,000. So we could be coming around the 8,800 here, which could be like a midpoint, and literally resistance becoming support. So that's where maybe we could be finding some support for the coming weeks on Bitcoin. Then let's look at Ethereum. So Ethereum is also following suit. We broke right through here and we seem to be making a pullback. And so we look like we might be making a new low before this previous low. And then maybe even aiming coming back down to 2,200. So that is what I anticipate on Ethereum for this coming week. So this is where we actually end for our analysis this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, we still have a promo running until the 18th of November at 10 a.m. CAT. So that is literally a 50% discount on the Instant Pro accounts, and that is with the coupon code PROSAVE50. So that gives you 50% off the Instant Pro accounts. Then you also get a 50% off the classic instant funded accounts with the coupon code option50. So make sure you also grab that one as well while you're at it. Then lastly, we have the 40% discount on the challenge accounts, or step 1 and step 2, with the coupon code CHAMP40. And remember, this ends till the 18th of November at 10 a.m. CET. So make sure you grab yourself an account before this promo ends once more. So thank you all for joining us this week for our weekend analysis. I hope you have a jolly good weekend and have also a profitable week in this coming week. So thank you all for joining me today, this evening, and happy trading.